Hey there, folks, this is Rocky Red Panda, the host of The Artist Show, bring you another tech review. This week we got the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Well, I've had the Note 10 Plus for a few days, and I have to say, this phone is absolutely amazing. Now beforehand, I had this one. It's a Samsung Galaxy Note 8. For those that know me, I love my Note phones. This was a great phone. I had it for 2 years. It was time to trade it in. Boom. I upgraded. Got the Note 10 Plus. As you see here. It arrived to me a few days ago. I got it at the Verizon, and I absolutely love it. This is a beast of a phone. Now for you guys, we're going to do a little unpacking, along with talking about the phone, why it's so great, and I'm going to show you some photos and videos and all those jazz so you know about your Note. And then we're going to lastly talk about cases, because you want your important phone to be well protected. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the inbox, or the unboxing. Your box comes off, and immediately in the top here, these are your instructions. You got your instructions here at the top, and you also got your little dangle thing. Your dongle thing on the back, that is used for your SIM card and whatnot, so we'll put that aside. Now the things that you're going to notice differently when you unbox it is you're going to notice a few little small things. I've already pulled everything out. So what comes with Samsung usually is you get this. This is your Samsung USB connector cable. You get your charger. Now this is what's so cool about the charger. This is a different kind of charger. It's what you call a super fast charging charger, like so. Notice at the top, it's USB-C, just like the cord. USB-C plugs right in, and it plugs to the bottom of your phone. Bam! My phone was at 50% today before I went out and did some errands, and I charged it. And it said it only take about 50 minutes. Well, a few minutes later, I came back, and boom, it was already 98%. That is a quick charge. I absolutely love it. Samsung's getting good here. And then the one thing people were talking about is there's no headphone jack. So Samsung comes prepared. Within the box, you get a lovely pair of AKG headphones. And of course, you get a few extra spare little nubs for your headphones as well. Now the cool thing is if you don't like this, because there's no headphone jack, if you pre-ordered the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, you got up to $150 worth of Samsung cash. Yes, $150 of Samsung cash that you can use in the Samsung store, which is cool. I already spent mine. I got the wireless Samsung Buds, and I got a external battery charger. Oh, why do I need one? I already have one. Well, it's called the power set. I needed the earbuds, and it all came out to exactly $150. And not only that, but they give you Spotify and I believe Netflix and a few other things. But regardless, it's a cool, really cool and awesome promotion. But let's go talk about the phone itself, because this is what everyone has been talking about. This is what we call the phone of the year. So this is your Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I didn't go all fancy. I got the plain and simple model as you see here. So talking about the phone, turning it off, the first thing you're going to notice, it's not the glass back anymore, which is cool. And on the side here, where you usually have your on and off buttons, there's none. Guess where to move them? Opposite side. So you have your volume up and down rocker, and this is your on and off button, but this also functions as Bixby. We will talk a little bit about that later, because there are some issues about that. And of course, on the bottom, you got your AKG speaker. And you got your lovely S Pen, which comes out. The S Pen is just a standard S Pen like you saw on the Note 9. It is Bluetooth capable. You can use it for taking selfies. You just press the button, take selfie. You can do everything that the S Pen would have done on the Note 9 and then some. Now the phone, this is a beautiful 6.8-inch Quad HD Dynamic AMOLED Infinity O display screen. It gives you the best. It's capable of doing 4K, which is awesome. And then when you look at it, you're going to notice a few things like the camera. You have your front-facing camera here. Now this front-facing camera is a 10 megapixel selfie camera. It has live focus and live focus video. And now on the back of the phone, you got 3 cameras here. Well, on the back of the phone with the cameras, let's go ahead and let's talk about it. You have your quad camera, dual OIS, 10x digital zoom, HDR10 recording, tracking AF. But we're going to start with the top one. This one is a 16 megapixel ultra wide. The one in the middle is a 12 megapixel wide angle. And then the one at the bottom is a 12 megapixel telezoom. And you also have a depth vision camera. That is cool. So let's go ahead and let's check out the camera. We're going to go outside for a minute. Here we go. All right, so we're now outside and let's test out the back side of the phone of the Note 10 Plus and check out the video quality. As you can see, I'm getting closer. The sound is beautiful. It picks up all the voices. You can probably pick up the car going around in the background. Probably hear the birds, the buzzing. This is amazing. Now if I move like this, or I move like this, it still catches me and it's clear and it's flawless. That is the Note 10 Plus. Let's go ahead and let's flip this around. Let's talk about the front side. Now we got the front side of the camera, your selfie view, and the filming is still great because as you can see here, you can get my voice. It's clear, it's amazing because most times cell phone companies do not concentrate on their front-facing cameras. They only put all of the pixels and stuff onto the back of the camera, which gives the back the most power. In this case, not with the Samsung. Samsung did something right with the Galaxy S10 Plus. Just look at the front, look at this video. It is crisp, it is clear. You can catch my every movement like this, like that, and everything is in great motion. Nothing is stopped, nothing is there. Now this phone is supposed to be good for video, especially for people that like to do video and for photography. So speaking of photography, we gotta go back into the studio. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Well, that was fun. I got my phone. So as you can see, the cameras are powerful, especially with video and especially with photo. Now here are some of the photos that I've taken using, we'll start with the front facing. I took a few selfies. It looks pretty good for 10 megapixel. It's absolutely amazing. Coming from a Note 8, this is massive. And on the back, I took a few photos using the different kind of apps and techniques that Samsung has. So definitely check it. Let's check this. Flowers, some trees, some bamboo. I did a wide angle. I did a panoramic. That is cool. The photos is what got me to this phone. That is awesome photos. I use Sony cameras, and that's what I use to take photos and what I use to do video. But this phone may change that drastically. Now when it comes to battery power, most people are going to be like, well, I don't want this phone because I'm going to have issues just like the Note 7. Wrong. This phone is amazing. I've had this for a few days, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about the battery life. It has a 4300 milliamp battery inside. It's capable of super fast charging, which is awesome. Now, let's just sit on that for a few minutes because the battery itself is what makes this phone. Most people are like, well, I can get one with more battery power. Yes, you can. But the first day I had this phone, I had it in my pocket. By 6 p.m. or 7, it was at 25%. From 100% when I first charged it overnight. That is cool. Now, I actually gave it a more hard test today because I use my phone very lightly and heavily. So, it was 100% this morning when I went off to work. When I got home, about midday, about noon, 2 o'clock, it was roughly about 75%. And about when I got home, it was at about 42%. Now, that is awesome. I got home around 2 or 3, and all I had to do was plug it into the charger, and boom, this phone charged quickly to 100% in less than an hour. Now that to me is an amazing phone. Now the last thing we're going to talk about before we get into the detail of checking out the phone itself is we're going to talk about the RAM and the gigabytes, external memory, the good stuff that makes this phone run. So this phone right here, I got the 250 gigabyte model. You can also get a version that has up to 512 gigabytes of internal storage, both upgradable with a mini SD card up to 1 terabyte. You heard it, 1 terabyte. Now that is cool. Now already, this phone packs a whopping 12 gigabytes of RAM internal. It's like holding a mini computer in your pocket. Man. And when you mix it with Samsung's DeX, it's plugged into a monitor like so, and DeX will be right there for you. And you have a mini PC in your hands. I mean, what more could you ask for? Well, you could ask for a lot more, but with Samsung, that's amazing. So let's go now talk about the in-depth and show you some things that this phone is capable of. So when you first turn on your phone, you're going to notice that there is no button here at the bottom for fingerprint scanner. That is because your fingerprint scanner is marked right into the phone. So all you have to do, take your finger, boom, in-display fingerprint scanner. That's cool. Now when you notice the kind of the UI, it looks exactly the same as what you normally see on Samsung, but it is pretty quick and it's pretty fast. And that's what you like in a phone. There's not a lot of bloatware, it's not a lot of this, not a lot of that, it runs quickly. Of course, you do have Bixby. Now we gotta talk about this button. This button is the on, off switch, but if you press down, it becomes Bixby. Hello, Bixby.
Good evening. Pain and signs.
Now to turn your phone off, all you have to do is you slide down from the top here, and right here there is an on and off button. Now you can change it within your settings, but that will turn your phone off. They just move things around. So I'm used to sitting here and I'm like this. I'm trying to turn my phone off, but you know, I'm realizing it's not working because the button has moved over to this side. Now, with everything inside, everything looks the same. Of course, you got your S Pen, pulls out. The S Pen, again, is Bluetooth. It's up to 10 hours of battery on standby time. And you got your list here. You can still draw on the screen, and it's touch sensitive. In another video, I will be discussing with you the possibilities of how to use this phone for illustration, because me, being the illustrator, that is what you look for. And lastly, we're going to talk about protection. First off, when you buy this phone, it already comes with a screen protector on the phone itself. Thank you, Samsung, for that. You made life so much easier. And then when we talk about protection, let's go back to my Note 8. My Note 8, all the way from yesteryear, from the 3 up to the 8. I've only used one brand, now trusted, tried and true, and it is Urban Armor Gear, or UAG. Now this is the case I kept for my Note 8 because I wanted to show you guys how torn and battered this case is. I got it 2 years ago. It's now coming out of socket. It's falling apart. It's held together by super glue. This case was a beast, and it lasted me a while, but let's toss this aside. Now when it came to finding a case for a Note 10 Plus, I decided maybe I should go with Urban Armor Gear. But here's the thing, their case was way expensive. And I didn't know if I should go with Urban Armageddon or try something else out. So I went the other route. I got a completely new company and a new case. This came highly recommended by a few YouTube videos and by some people I've talked to. Now this company is called Ringke. Ringke. Now what is Ringke? Now Ringke is called Simplicity is the Ultimate Sophistication. Now they make cases, they're located in Korea. Now they usually sell them through eBay, Amazon, and a few online stores. Now the case that I got was this one. This is the Cambo case. It looks like Urban Armor Gear. It feels like Urban Armor Gear. I figured, why not? Let's give it a go. So it slips in, like so. And now the reason why this case is amazing, in my opinion, I may stick with Rinko, is if you look around the sides, it has a spider web. It's military grade protection, so if I were to do this, drop it, or this, my phone is protected. Now I have to say, these cases are on the cheaper. So you can buy one of these cases like the one I'm having between $12 to $17 off of Amazon. And if you want to remove the case, it's very easy. Slips right out. Boom. And now if you want to know more about any of the products or anything I mentioned, especially like this Rinko, visit Ringke. You can visit Ringke's website by going to ringke.com. You can order directly from them, or you can go to check out their Facebook. They have a Twitter, an Instagram, and a YouTube page. But best place to get them, always Amazon. I trust Amazon. They're really good. So if you guys are watching out there, hello Ringke. This case is great. Thank you. You did a great job. So with everything coming in September, about the 3rd, Samsung has a new smartwatch coming out. Right now, I have my phone connected to my Gear S3 Frontier, but they have the new Fit Watch 2, or whatever you call it, Samsung's Gear Fit 2, which is a cool watch. The reason why I'm probably going to get that watch is Samsung phones now have a new technology. It has built-in wireless adaptable charging into your phone, so you can set something on top of it and it'll automatically charge it. And that is true with the new watch. Now this one does not have that technology since it's old, and that Samsung watch doesn't have that technology either. But with the new one, I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome, and I am definitely going to do a review once I do get that. So, but the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now, what are my final thoughts? If you're looking for a new phone, and you're looking for something that's great, something that has a lot of memory, you play a lot of games, you're great with photography, you do art, you do video, this is the phone for you. The new Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. This phone, again, comes highly recommended. Red Panda approved. Rocky approved. The artist known as approved. Yada yada yada. I can go on and on about this phone. I'm not a spokesperson for Samsung, nor am I a spokesperson for Ringke. But I figured I'd give the companies out there a shot, especially Ringke, because they are an awesome company. And of course, for all illustrators, you got right here the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Awesome phone. I highly recommend it. If you're due for an upgrade, go ahead and check it out. Now, for everyone out there, it's been a while since I posted videos, so definitely check back for updates. Make sure you like and subscribe down below to see more videos, especially of the artist show and reviews and all of my fun stuff that I love to do. But for now, this is Rocky Red Panda signing out. Catch you on the flip side. Hey there, folks. This is Rocky Red Panda, the host of the Artist Show. I'm this here. You've watched this video. Now, you have a chance to get some free stuff. Free! Hallelujah! Free stuff. That's right. You have a chance of getting free stuff. All you have to do is like and subscribe and comment on this video for free stuff. That's right. Artwork, artwork, artwork. Maybe you have a chance to get this. My lovely Scrooge McDuck art and some other stuff. Pins, patches that I make, some prints, and of course, how about some free Samsung swag? That's right, all you have to do is make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.